Welcome back. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Reagan. Welcome to this week's episode of Good Evening KU. Jamie, is there anything fun happening this week?
All that I can think of is the career fair happening here in Stouffer Flint Hall tomorrow, March 5th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm going to go. Are you?
I'm hoping to. I'm going to have class stacked during that time, so I'm really going to try to make it towards the end.
Yeah, I've heard it's great for opportunities. I know a couple weeks ago we had a guest speaker in here who was speaking about it. It sounded really interesting to me, so I'm definitely going to try and make an appearance. But let's talk about the weather this week. It's been cold.
Oh, yeah. I think I've probably stepped in 10 puddles alone today. Not the best experience, but I'm hoping it gets warmer. I'm pretty sure it will on Friday.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely missing the weekend weather.
Yeah, over the weekend it was really nice. I saw on Yik Yak earlier that there was a bat stuck in Robinson Hall. I genuinely feel so bad for that little bat. Like,
Aww.
I hope he got outside. I don't know. Anything else?
Well, over this weekend, I definitely was really excited for the Arizona game. Unfortunately, that came up as a loss. And then yesterday there was the Arizona State game, which I did not watch, but apparently our coach Bill Self was ejected from the game. Hopefully we'll pull through for the K-State game this weekend though. I'm excited for that. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah. Are you camping for K-State?
I am. I'm waking up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, or 5:30 a.m. tomorrow, so I can camp. But it'll be worth it, honestly. I'm really excited. This is the game of the season, I feel like.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I'm excited for the K-State game too, but I am going to be watching it from the comfort of my dorm room. I like basketball, but I'm not about to be in a sweaty arena with a million people watching it. It's not that serious to me.
I disagree. I'm really excited.
Well, this week I signed a petition that says we should bring back Chick-fil-A mac and cheese in the Union. Me personally, I only go to the Chick-fil-A off campus because of the mac and cheese, and I really wish that we had some here.
Really? I'm allergic to mac and cheese, unfortunately, but if I could have it, I would definitely be signing that
Which part are
petition.
you allergic to?
The gluten.
Yeah. I get you.
Lame.
Sometimes I
know.
feel like I'm gluten-free. Like, it genuinely hurts my stomach when I eat bread or waffles, stuff like that, so I don't know.
It hurts mine too.
I'm not about to give up mac and cheese over it.
Yeah, well, that's great for you.
I don't think we have anything else for y'all today, so we're going to pass it over to Anson and Trevor, who is a KU baseball announcer, and they're going to speak about this season's upcoming KU baseball.
Thanks, Jamie and Reagan. I'm here with Trevor Butler, the voice of the Jayhawk Baseball Radio Network.
Yeah.
Trevor, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling good, Anson. Thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, no problem. And kind of for play-by-play with radio, how did you get started?
Yeah, so I'm a sophomore here at KU, and last year in my freshman year, I came in, I said, I want to try to do some play-by-play stuff. So I went and I talked to the club baseball team, and they helped me set up an opportunity to do some play-by-play broadcasting. I actually checked out a camera from the J School Resource Center, and I did all these streams on YouTube, and I was kind of the person who created that program, which was really fun. The center fielder on that team, Tyler Bermundo, he was the radio voice of the Jayhawks last year, so he needed somebody to fill in for a handful of games with him. He came to me, so I think I hopped on for 3 games last season, and then a few months ago, Brian Haney reached out to myself and Gabe Steigers, and he said, hey, I want you guys to be our radio guys for this upcoming season. And I, of course, said, absolutely. I will 100% take you up on that offer. So I've been doing that. Had my first series this past weekend.
Would you say club baseball was a huge stepping stone for you getting that job?
Oh, 100%. I came in here and I didn't have a lot of play-by-play experience. I did a lot of stuff. I would play Madden or I'd play 2K and I'd call my own games, but nothing too serious. I had only really gotten PA announcing stuff in high school. So it was a really nice opportunity to call some games, kind of get that experience, get some time behind the microphone, figure out how to work some technology, and kind of start building up that reel.
And the Jayhawks were just in Minneapolis last weekend. Could you tell me a little bit about how that experience was?
Oh my gosh, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was great to get some experience in. Great to call 4 games over that Wednesday and weekend series. So we played Wednesday in like a midweek game, and we won that one 8-7. And then we played a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. So Kansas won Wednesday and Sunday. They kind of bookended the series, but it was a great time. It was nice to get to meet some of the players and kind of start putting together my reel, start getting some experience and working out how all that technology works. And it was my first time like working out of a scorebook, which I thought was really fun. So I did that, and yeah, just a wonderful experience.
Did you ever think, now Trevor Butler coming into KU, did you ever think, hey, I'm going to call a professional college game in a professional stadium?
I mean, I don't think this quick. I mean, it always kind of been a pipe dream of mine to get to do stuff like that, but to be doing this and calling games in an NFL stadium, of course, because it's so cold out there in Minnesota, the Vikings are hosting the Golden Gophers right now, so Minnesota baseball playing in US Bank Stadium. Getting to do that as a 20-year-old, as a sophomore, unbelievable experience. I mean, definitely something that I had dreamed about for a long time.
What does a day in the life look like for you on game day?
Yeah, so obviously it's a little different being on the road because I'm staying in a hotel and I'm kind of riding with the team. But with everything that I went through last weekend, of course, tomorrow's our home opener. So tomorrow I'll get up in the morning, I'll do all my usual, morning tasks, get ready for the day, drink my coffee, that sort of thing. It's a 3 o'clock first pitch tomorrow, so I'll probably try to get to the ballpark around 12:30. I'll get game notes from the athletic staff, and they'll give me all the little information I need. I'll put that into a Google Doc, and then I'll go down. I usually interview head coach Dan Fitzgerald about 2 hours before the game for the little pregame show that we do. So I'll go interview him. That'll be about 10 minutes, and then I'll take it back up to the booth. I'll move it over from my phone to my computer, and I'll get it all set up to be played in the pregame show. And then, with my last hour or so before the broadcast, I will take any last second notes. I'll kind of go over what I need to know, and then we'll do the broadcast.
Like you just mentioned, the Jayhawks' first home opener tomorrow on Thursday. What's kind of the energy around the team and program?
They're excited. I mean, of course, the guys that were here last year are really excited to be back in front of this home crowd. Last year was such an awesome season. I got to cover some games, obviously calling them, covered some games for the Daily Kansan, and then went to some games as a fan. So that was really cool to get to see all three kind of elements of Kansas baseball last year. I know the returners are really excited to be back in front of the home fans. Coach Fitzgerald said before Sunday's game that they're all ready to be home, ready to play in front of such an energetic crowd. And some of the many new guys have said, we've heard how great it is, and they're excited to play in front of this crowd.
Now, last year, the Jayhawk fan base at Hoagland was specifically known throughout. A lot of videos and pictures went viral of the fans. In your opinion, what led to this huge surge around Kansas baseball?
Yeah, I mean, I think college baseball as a whole has really been growing over the last 5 to 6 years, really since COVID ended. And I think you see a lot of videos on social media of, schools like Tennessee, Ole Miss, a lot of SEC schools, but then schools in the Big Ten, and even schools here in the Big 12. TCU's got a great environment. I think a lot of those videos have gotten really popular, and people have seen how much fun that can be at other schools, and they kind of wanted to emulate it here at KU. And I think a big part of it was how nice the weather was for that first weekend series last year against Omaha, because if you remember, they started 8-0 last year. There was some hype around the program. It was, hey, come out, support your Jayhawks, and it was a beautiful weekend. They, of course, hit the walk-off grand slam in the home opener, and there was the field storming. So I think that was all really big for it, and I think that really kind of gave it the push that it needed to become really a great environment.
Absolutely. And what are you most looking forward to this season as the radio voice of the Jayhawks?
I mean, obviously the big thing is I'm just excited to call some games, build up my reel, get to have that experience of broadcasting Division I baseball. I think if I had to pick an away game or series that I'm calling that I'll be really, excited about, towards the end of the season on May 5th, we go to Creighton up in Omaha, which I know is your neck of the woods. And we play a midweek, I believe it's a Tuesday game against the Creighton Blue Jays, and it's at Charles Schwab Field where they play the College World Series. So getting to call a game where they play the College World Series, the greatest show on dirt, that's going to be really exciting. It's going to be a really cool opportunity.
Well, that's awesome. Trevor, thank you so much for being here.
No, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Not particularly. Just tomorrow, 3 p.m., first game of the home slate against the St. Thomas Tommies. So come on out. Student tickets are free. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, thank you so much. And coming up next after this quick break, we'll have sports and news.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
You may not hear it at first, but it's there. Our chant, rising. On this summit, callings converge, voices unify into a chorus that sounds out for good, for greatness. Can you hear it?
Welcome back. I'm Logan.
And I'm Lily. Here's today's Good Evening KU News update. The United States and Israel are currently on day 5 of a major military campaign against the country of Iran, targeting its nuclear and missile infrastructure and killing key leaders, including Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei, who was assassinated on February 28th in a drone strike. Iran retaliated with widespread missile and drone attacks across the Gulf, hitting multiple U.S. bases and allied states, prompting embassy closures and evacuation advisories for Americans. The conflict has killed 12 U.S. service members and thousands of Iranian citizens so far, disrupting regional security and has rattled global markets amid fears of a larger war in the Middle East. World leaders are urging de-escalation as violence continues to spread. In a statement given on February 28th, President Donald Trump spoke on the conflict and the U.S.'s overall goals.
Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world.
In international responses, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has said that Canada's support for the strikes on Iran came with regret during his address at the Lowy Institute in Sydney. Carney called for the parties' involvement to de-escalate their hostilities and criticized the conflict for not acting in accordance with international law and order when Israel and the U.S. failed to consult their allies or the UN before attacking Iran. The Prime Minister also told reporters that his country was not informed of the attacks in advance, and Canada's initial support of the attack was based on efforts to prevent Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon.
Hundreds of transgender and non-binary people have received official letters saying that their driver's licenses are no longer valid. This comes after a new law was passed on February 26 invalidating all state-issued driver's license, identification cards, and birth certificates for anyone whose gender marker does not match their assigned sex at birth, taking effect overnight. The House substitute for Senate Bill 244 restricts bathroom usage and allows citizens to sue transgender people for up to $1,000 if they don't comply. With the passing of this law, Kansas became the first state to invalidate state-issued identification documents that were obtained legally. The law is a turning point in the continuing battle across the U.S. for a legal recognition of transgender and non-binary people's existence.
The first ever Actors Awards were held in Los Angeles on March 1st, honoring the best performances in film and television. Hosted by Christian Bell, the ceremony, previously known as the Screen Actors Guild or the SAG Awards, saw two of the night's biggest honors go to the cast of the hit film Sinners, which won Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture, while Michael B. Jordan took home Outstanding Actor in a Leading Role for his dual performance. Actress Catherine O'Hara was also honored with the Outstanding Performance of a Female Actor in a Comedy Series for her role in The Studio just 1 month after her death. Seth Rogen accepted the award on O'Hara's behalf, remembering her generosity, brilliance, and dedication to elevating every scene she touched.
The 2026 midterm primary elections are currently underway as the Democratic and Republican parties prepare for their battle for Congress. While Republicans are aiming to maintain and expand their slim majorities in the House of Representatives and the Senate during the second half of President Donald Trump's term, Democrats are seeking to take advantage of the dissatisfaction of voters with Trump. Key results include competitive races in North Carolina and Texas, with projected winners like Republicans Lori Buckhout and James Edwards and Democrats Jamie Ager and Caroline Roque. Primaries are ongoing across the country, with results shaping the matchup this November.
That's all for news. Now over to Jack Duarte with All Things Sports.
Thanks, Logan. Breaking news from earlier today, the Chiefs have traded All-Pro cornerback Trent McDuffie to the Los Angeles Rams for this year's first, fifth, sixth, and next year's third-round picks. In KU news, tough road trip out west in Arizona for the number 14 Kansas Jayhawks men's basketball team this week. Kansas opened in Tucson and fell to the second-ranked Arizona Wildcats, but not without a fight. The Jayhawks raced a large deficit and cut it down to just 1 point before, you guessed it, Darren Peterson exited the game. From there, Arizona answered with a big run to seal it. Then last night, KU dropped a 70-60 final to the Arizona State Sun Devils in Tempe. The Jayhawks trailed by 20 at halftime, but stormed back with a 17-1 run in the second half to make it a game. Head coach Bill Self was ejected in the first half after 2 questionable technical foul calls, adding to the uphill battle. Kansas couldn't complete the comeback down the stretch. KU now sits tied for 4th in the Big 12 with Iowa State, with the Iowa State Cyclones. Arizona clinched the Big 12 regular season championship Monday after beating Iowa State. Senior night is next as KU hosts Kansas State for the Sunflower Showdown inside Allen Fieldhouse on Saturday. Then the Big 12 tournament tips off next Tuesday in Kansas City. Speaking of the Big 12 tournament, the women's team begins Big 12 tournament play tonight at 8 p.m. at the T-Mobile Center in downtown Kansas City. The Jayhawks are the 11th seed and take on number 14 UCF, with the winner to play number 6 Colorado on Thursday. Postseason awards are starting to come out, and both freshman Jalea Davis and sophomore Samaya Nichols were named to the All Big 12 first team. Davis was also named the Big 12 Freshman of the Year. The baseball team is 7-4 overall and enjoying a few days off before 4-game series with St. Thomas. The home opener is tomorrow at 3 p.m. at Hoagland Ballpark. Be there or listen to our guy earlier who's going to call the games. Games 2, 3, and 4 are scheduled on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's Trevor. My bad, guys. KU softball went 4-1 at the Woo Pig Classic in Fayetteville, with the only blemish coming against the 7th-ranked Arkansas Razorbacks. They're at Wichita State tonight, with first pitch scheduled in about 15 minutes on ESPN+. The Jayhawks then open their home season with a doubleheader on Friday against Utah State. The weather forecast isn't great, so be sure to pay attention for any updates before the scheduled 1 p.m. start. And finally, the men's indoor track and field team placed 5th at the Big 12 Championships at Texas Tech this past weekend. The women's team placed 7th. Senior Tatum Klein won the men's heptathlon with a personal best score of 5,923 points. Fellow senior Anthony Meacham and junior Ashton Barkdole won gold and silver in the men's pole vault. Meacham reached a personal best with a clearance of 5 meters 65. That's 18 feet 6 inches and a half. Thank you guys. Be tuned for the trivia game coming up next.
Yeah, I always just clap in this part.
This is where everyone's talking amongst themselves. Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to do it?
Are we supposed to smile?
When do we start? Somebody over here already started.
Can we talk about the piccolo part? It's the most complicated one.
It is. If you listen, you're doing it when the band's not playing.
You have to tell me when it starts. I still don't know.
Here we go. Just clapping now. No humps.
Nailed it.
I practiced this morning.
Mine was just 2 people.
It has a right and a wrong way of doing it. No. Wrong.
I like my way better.
I don't know how to
1,
do
2,
the
3,
end.
4.
It's just I don't know the head.
That's great.
It's hard by yourself. All right, Jayhawks. This next segment, and one that I'm most excited for, is a trivia competition about the Big 12. For our teams, we'll have Maddie and Mackenzie versus Anson and Trevor. So the rules for this game, I'm going to read out the question. No player is allowed to raise their hand before the question is done being asked. Me and Jamie will decide whoever raises their hand first, and then we'll see if you get the answer right. So for the first question is, in what year was the Big 12 Conference founded?
Trevor.
1996.
That is wrong.
Ooh.
Anybody else?
It was 95. Can we just keep guessing or fine?
Mackenzie.
2003.
No. Anson.
1995?
No. You guys are really close, Anson and Trevor. Maddie.
So it's gotta be.
1993.
No.
Is it earlier than that?
Still really
Can we just keep
close.
Let's do
guessing?
one more guess.
Anson.
1995?
Well, you said
That's
I
right.
said
No,
I said that.
Okay, we are going to end this question off with the correct answer being 1994.
Oh, bro.
All right.
That's not good.
So for question 2, hopefully someone will get it right. Which Big 12 newcomer joined in the conference in 2023 from the AAC?
Do you just want the one? Or do you want one? Because there was 3.
Oh. Let's hear one, and then we'll see
hear all
about all
three.
3.
Okay. The 3 were the University of Houston, Central Florida, and Cincinnati.
Houston is correct.
Yeah, right. There we go.
All right.
I go on
So
extra
that's
credit.
1 point for Anson and Trevor. Question 3. What KU player was National Player of the Year in 2022 and led the Jayhawks to a national title?
This question is just which one. Yeah, who's National Player of the Year? Let's see.
Maddie.
Was it Christian Brown?
It was not Christian Brown. Anson.
Is it Ochai?
It is. It's Ochai
Nice.
Abaji. All right. Question 4. What is the name of Iowa State's arena?
Do you want this one?
He was
It's all you.
He was there.
Anson.
I was just there, so Hilton Coliseum.
That is correct.
I actually covered that game for the Daily Kansan, and this guy came up and chirped me before the game.
I did not such thing.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let's do a score check. Jamie, what are our teams at right now?
Team 1, 0. Team 2, 3.
Okay.
Right
Let's
on.
see if Team 1 can pull ahead. Question 5. Where did Coach Bill Self attend college? Maddie.
Oklahoma State University.
That is correct. Okay,
Did you guys
Team
see
1
that
is
highlight
on the
reel on Twitter
board.
earlier this week? That was great.
Okay, so question 6. How many times has KU been the Big 12 regular season champions?
Conference. 30 years old. So.
Anson.
28?
That's not
No.
Is it higher or lower?
Oh, that's
Lower.
It's lower.
15.
Nope.
Close, but no.
13?
No, that's not as close.
17?
That is correct.
Okay. There you go.
All right. So for our last question, when is the last home game of the season? Okay.
Saturday.
Yes, that is correct. Saturday, March 7th, we will be
Sweet.
playing K-State in Allen Fieldhouse.
Should be a good one.
Make sure to drop by if you can, if you get tickets.
Our final score is Team 1 with 2 and Team 2 with 4.
There we go. Right on.
Close game. All right. Thanks for watching this week's Good Evening KU. We'll see you next week, Jayhawks.